Part 2 of the story of Moses. Moses' excuses and God's response. Moses was hesitant and made several excuses. Who am I to do this? God said, I will be with you. What if they ask your name? God revealed his name Yahweh. What if they don't believe me? God gave him 3 miracles. His staff turned into a snake. His hand became leprous and was healed. He could turn water from the Nile into blood. I am not a good speaker. God promised to help him speak and sent Aaron, his brother, to assist. Moses finally agreed and returned to Egypt. The 10 plagues and the Exodus 5-12. Moses and Aaron demanded, Let my people go. Pharaoh refused. So God sent 10 plagues. 1. Water to blood, the Nile turned to blood. 2. Frogs filled houses and streets. 3. Gnats lice dust became gnats, covering people and animals. 4. Swarms of lice plagued Egypt. 5. Livestock disease, Egyptian livestock died. 6. Painful boils broke out on the Egyptians. 7. Hailstorm, thunder, hail, and fire destroyed crops and people. 8. Locusts ate the remaining crops. 9. A thick darkness covered Egypt for 3 days. 10. Death of the firstborn, every firstborn Egyptian died. But Israelites were spared by marking their doors with lamb's blood Passover. Pharaoh finally let the Israelites go, crossing the Red Sea. Exodus 13-15. Pharaoh changed his mind and chased the Israelites with his army. God parted the Red Sea, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry land. When the Egyptians followed, God closed the waters, drowning them. The 10 Commandments, Exodus 19-24. At Mount Sinai, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments and other laws. But while Moses was on the mountain, the people made a golden calf and worshipped it. In anger, Moses broke the stone tablets and destroyed the idol. He later went up again, and God rewrote the commandments. The 40 years in the wilderness, Numbers 13-14. The Israelites doubted God and refused to enter the promised land. Because of their lack of faith, God made them wander for 40 years, until the generation died out. Moses' disobedience. The people needed water, and God told Moses to speak to a rock. But in frustration, Moses struck the rock twice. Water flowed, but because he disobeyed, God forbade him from entering the promised land. Moses' death, Deuteronomy. Before his death, Moses gave a final speech, reminding Israel to obey God. God led him to Mount Nebo, where he saw the promised land but could not enter. Moses died at 120 years old, and the Bible says God himself buried him. No one knows his burial place. Legacy of Moses. A prophet, leader, and lawgiver. Spoke face to face with God. Delivered Israel from slavery. Gave the law and 10 Commandments. Wrote the first 5 books of the Bible, Torah. Moses' story teaches faith, obedience, and leadership. Though he made mistakes, God used him to change history. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on noti. God bless you all.